G'day everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a really long time since my last upload, but I'm definitely pretty proud of this announcement, which is why I thought it was worthy for a video. And that is my new app. So you might have already seen my community post about it earlier on. So it's called CubeAlgo, and it's essentially an app where you can learn Rubik's Cube algorithms anytime, anywhere. So it's meant to be a very convenient app to learn Rubik's Cube algorithms, and it's completely offline, so it's super versatile as well. So at the moment, it's available on the App Store, and I just thought I'd make a quick video going through some of the new features about the app. But before I continue, I wanted to just say a big thank you to all of my subscribers who have stayed subscribe to the channel. I know it's been a super long time, just been busy with life recently, but I appreciate everyone's support sticking with the channel for this long. I do plan to come back to making videos. At the moment I'm still working out the schedule for it, but definitely is something that I am trying my best to come back to. But for now, I just wanted to make this quick video, as I mentioned, going through this new app, and hopefully you guys, some of you guys will find it useful. So let's jump right in. So this is what the app looks like as soon as you open it. So it's pretty simple. It's just got your algorithm set. There will be heaps more algorithms added in the future. This is just to get started with. So you've got 3x3, 2x2, 4x4, and Pyraminx. I suppose most of you guys are probably going to be interested in the 3x3 one, so let's jump in here. You've got your 2-look OLO, PLO, and you've got your full OLO and PLO as well. So for each algorithm set, if you press into it, you get a list of all of your algorithms. So that's what 2-look PLO will look like. 2-look OLO will look like this. You might have noticed already there's these colorful dots along the front here, and that's to mark your learning status. So you can actually change whether or not you've learnt an algorithm. Let's say that I currently am learning this particular L-shaped algorithm here. I can actually swipe over from the right and say that I am learning it. And let's say that this I-shaped one, I've already learned it. I know what the algorithm is. I can swipe across from the right and just mark it as learned. And that way, from a glance, I know, okay, which ones I've learned and which ones I haven't. So it's just a nice way to keep track of it. Additionally, you can actually press into each algorithm and it gives you this view, which is pretty cool. Again, you can set your learning status over here along the top here. So if I change it to learning, it'll actually update on the view over here. If I change to an algorithm such as like soon, for example, it actually gives you a bunch of alternative algorithms that you can choose from as well. So one cool thing that I thought was a nice feature to implement was in some cases, algorithms, they require you to rotate the cube in a certain direction, right? So let's say I want to switch to this first algorithm. If I press it now, you'll notice that the image actually rotates so that you're always holding the cube in the correct orientation, which I thought was really cool to implement. And that way, when you're trying to figure out an alternative algorithm and you're trying to figure out how you should hold the cube, you don't even really need to think about it anymore. You just copy the image and it should be ready to go. So that was a pretty cool feature that I thought would be super useful as well, and something that I thought would be useful for me back when I was learning these algorithms too. All right, moving on, I can show you full OLO as well. So this is literally full OLO, so all 57 algorithms all here. Something that I'm currently developing at the moment, and this is probably the most requested feature for the app, is the ability to add your alternative algorithm. So I've added it for full OLO. This is a beta version of the app that I'm running on my phone here. So it's not released yet, but I'm currently working on it. It's not finished yet, but it will be shipping in the next version. And so I guess while we're here, we can give you a sneak peek of what that will look like. So if you do want to add your alternative algorithm, you can press that and it brings you to this nice user interface. So you can type in any algorithm. At the moment, it doesn't actually check your algorithm, but I do plan on implementing a sort of like a virtual Rubik's Cube that runs on device, and it will actually verify if the algorithm that you entered actually solves the case or not. But for now, that feature isn't available, so I can actually just save whatever, and that's okay. And so that will show up on the bottom of your list here as well. I'm trying to implement some smart features similar to what we saw in the main view, whereas if you have a leading sort of cube rotation, it'll actually rotate the image before you start your algorithm. So you always can, it can be very clear for you how you should hold your cube. And it actually saves that at the beginning of the algorithm too, and actually rotates your main image here as well. As you probably saw, you can swipe to the right to edit it. So that gives you the edit interface, so you can change your algorithm if you want. Or if you decide you don't want to use that algorithm anymore, you can just swipe to delete it, and it just defaults to the default algorithm like that. So yeah, if you are interested in testing a beta version of CubeAlgo, I do want to keep in mind that it's probably not the most stable builds. They're just for beta testing. But if you are interested, you can sign up for it via the channel membership. So I'll be probably making another post about it. But if you sign up to a channel membership, you will have access to beta versions of the CubeAlgo app, and it just means that you have early access to new features that I'm currently developing or working on, and it's a good way to support me and what I do as well. So for any of you guys who do sign up, I greatly appreciate it, and as I said, I'll be making a community post going through more details about that in the future as well. But for now, yep, that's something that I'm currently working on, and I'm doing my best to release it in time for the next update, hopefully not too long down the line. So I guess that's it for full OLO. For PLO is more or less the same, similar features as well, and you got COLO here as well. The other algorithm sets that we have are 2x2, so you got 2x2 OLO, which is just those 7 algorithms are pretty standard, and we've got 2x2 PBO, which looks like that. So you can actually, it's got a custom graphic where you can see the both layers of the cube, which was pretty cool to do as well. You got 4x4, which again 4x4 OLO and PLO. Any of these big cube algorithm sets that I add or plan to add in the future, if they have, as long as they have a parity algorithm, they will always be marked at the very top of the set to be very clear what the algorithm is. And same with the PLO as well for 4x4. And finally, we got Pyraminx. For Pyraminx, I've just added the 5 for Pyraminx last layer. I'm going to be adding heaps more for Pyraminx, Megaminx, Square One, all of that stuff in the future as well. So yeah, that's the algorithm view. The next feature that I want to go through is the practice view. So there's a couple of ways to get there. Obviously, you can just press practice along the bottom, or if you're actually in an algorithm list view, in that case, you can actually just press the timer icon along the top here, and that brings you to the practice view interface. So it just, it's pretty simple. It's just a timer with a scramble along the top. And so this is where you can practice your algorithms. And essentially every time you restart the timer, it generates a new scramble, and you can go on from there. Along the bottom here, you've got this eye icon down here. So if you mess up the scramble, or you just want to have a sneak peek of what the case looks like, you press the eye icon and it shows you the image of the cube, and it also shows you the algorithm that you've selected that you want to use for that case. You can also hide it as well, and when you start the timer, it automatically hides for the next one as well. And if you want to skip this scramble, you can always just press the next arrow and it will just update to the next scramble. One thing to keep in mind is if you can also access practice mode from the bottom tab here as well, and that gives you just a list of all the available algorithm sets currently that is available for practice. Obviously, I do plan on adding a lot more algorithm sets to this list as well. One thing to keep in mind is when you first open this, you probably get a view that looks something like this. So it says that you've got no algorithms available for practice, and that the reason for that is because it only puts up algorithms that you've marked as learning or learned to practice. And you can actually toggle that. By default, it's learning and learned, but you can toggle it to learning only if you just want to practice the algorithms that you are currently learning. That's up to you to decide. Pretty cool feature as well is from this view, you can actually press the 3x3 cube icon up here, and you have quick access to all of your algorithms. So if you want to just quickly set a couple that you are currently learning, you can set that here, and if you swipe back down, the view refreshes and it brings you to this timer view essentially. So here you can just start timing away, and of course your scrambles will update every time you stop the timer as well. So that's all there. And a pretty cool feature that is also built into the practice view is this trend graph over here. So if you press that, you can actually see a trend of all of your solve times. And if you swipe up from that, you can actually see your individual solve times and the time and date that it was done. Something else pretty cool is if you like when you want to scrap this last one, you messed up this last one, you can actually just swipe to delete it, and it actually updates the trend graph as well to reflect that change. And of course, if you want to reset your times, you can just press clear times, and that clears all of your data. So that's practice view, and I hope it's super useful for those who are currently learning algorithms, things of that nature. You've got your built-in practice as well. If you ever forget an algorithm, you've got your whole list of algorithms quickly accessible, even from the practice view. So you can always have a quick refresh before you start practicing as well. And finally, settings is pretty straightforward. I've just added a bunch of colors to make so you can really customize this to suit whatever color you like. And of course, I've got my contact information as well. I've got a link to my YouTube channel. Any feedback, feel free to leave it in the Apple review section. That's fine as well. But otherwise, if you have a longer feedback that you want to give about the app or whatever, you can send me email. Both forms are welcome. I really do want to hear as much feedback as I can from you guys. So any feedback, positive or negative, doesn't matter. Let me know, and I'm always looking to improve this app because I'm really making it for you guys. I'm trying to make it as useful as possible. And so if there's anything that you do want to see in the app, please let me know. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the overview. So I'll keep this video short, won't go through too many other things. And that's pretty much it. So it's currently, as I mentioned, available on the App Store. Currently not available still on in the EU, but I hope to change that in the next update. And I'm currently working on an Android version as well. That one might be coming a bit later because it's such a different platform, and I am developing this all by myself. So it's all developed by me, which gives me a lot of control over the app, which is really good, but it does take a bit of time. So I hope you guys can understand that as well. But anyway, that's a quick overview of the CubeAlgo app. I hope you guys find it super useful and enjoy using it. And hopefully it'll help you guys learn these algorithms in a more efficient way. As I mentioned, I'll be adding more algorithms and puzzles in the future. Stay tuned to this channel, because if there's any updates regarding the app, I'll probably be making some posts, or if it's an update big enough, a follow-up video going through it as well. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you everyone for watching. Again, appreciate everyone's support over the past couple of years. I know there's been a lack of uploads, but I appreciate everyone sticking around. And all the best, and I'll see you guys hopefully very soon in the next video.